In my last video, I spoke about the key to choose the best offer when you are in a multiple offer situation. Today, I'm gonna talk about what happens after you say, these are the buyers I wanna sell my home to. And I'm answering the most common questions that I've gotten from my clients. Who pays for the closing costs? What happens if one of the parties want to cancel the contract after signing it? What is the earnest money deposit? What is the reoccupancy certificate? And do I really need it to close or not really? Hi everyone, my name is Carolina Rodriguez-Chat. I'm with Homes International Realty. Selling a home is definitely not an easy process. We are not selling a pair of shoes here. It doesn't have to be traumatizing either, which is why I brought this new episode with all the steps of a home sale, from the acceptance of the offer all the way to the closing date. Oh, and I thought it was better to divide it in parts so it's not too much information in one long video. So let's start with the first one. We now have a chosen offer. Now, the person or people whose names are on the title of the home must sign it, which means you're accepting it. And then it's when we have what is called an executed contract. The same offer, which by the time it's on your hand must be signed by the prospective buyers, it's now the contract for sale and purchase of your home. Usually the offer comes with addendums. Some of them are just to be more specific about some clauses of the contract. Let's say, for example, the type of financing and the contingencies, especially because depending on the type of financing, the bank can ask for it. The HOA information, like the fees, if there is any special assessment, how much are there, and who pays for them after closing. After this, the most important, the one thing your realtor must be 100% on it, is the earnest money deposit, which is the payment to be made by the buyers within the agreed period of time. I'm going to repeat this because it's very important. This initial deposit, which is the official commitment from the buyers and shows how serious they are with the purchase, must be done within the period of time stated on the contract. Usually it's 3 days after the execution of the offer. You can agree to more days, but the sooner they do it, the better. This security deposit must be made to an escrow account of the title company chosen by both parties to hold it, not to the seller's bank account, not to the buyer's bank account, and definitely not to any of the realtors involved in the process bank account. You as a seller have the right to choose the title company you want to work with. You don't have to work with the title company chosen by the buyers. I usually recommend my sellers to work with the title company I've always worked all my transactions with. Once this initial deposit is done, you will receive an escrow letter that confirms that the money is now with the title company and we can officially move on to the next step. Oh, and before I forget, in the offer, the buyer has the chance to commit to a second security deposit, which is usually made after the home inspection. In most cases, it's only one security deposit, and that's okay. I just make sure that it's, let's call it, a serious amount. So that's it for this first part. In the next episode, I'm going to talk about what comes after the buyers make the security deposit and you receive the escrow letter. The home inspection. Who pays for it? How long does it take to get the report from the home inspector? And what are the 3 possible scenarios when he or she says this, and this must be fixed? As I always tell you, if you have a more specific question about your home, or if you're ready to sell your house, don't hesitate to call me. I will be more than glad to help you. I'll be with you shoulder to shoulder during the whole process. I'm Carolina Rodriguez-Chat. I'm with Homes International Realty. Thank you for watching and have the best of days.